Hi, it's so nice to see you today. Today we have a garden themed haul. No sewing today, other than I did make this headpiece several years ago. And I know it's a lot. It is definitely like I am the garden, but I actually love it. So it kind of went with today's theme. Actually, the first two things I'm going to show you, I went yesterday thrifting and it was not senior day, so I didn't get the 30% off, but I did have a coupon for donating, so I got 20% off of everything. So instead of me saying an extra 20% off after everything, you just know that I did. So actually the first two things, I take it back, they are not particularly garden themed. I am struggling. And you'll have to tell me what you think. So when I first saw these, I was like, oh my gosh, I love them. There was a company years ago, I don't know if y'all remember, called Victorian Papers. And they had an amazing catalog of like a lot of reproduction things that they would sell. And they had, I'm 99% sure this is what these came from. And anyway, they were $4.99 each. I got two. And I was very excited because they are hat stand reproductions. Now, the thing is, when I was driving home, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I could literally fill these with moss and I could put these in a pot with ivy and train the ivy up around and have like two topiaries, and that would be so beautiful. But I'm also torn that I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, they'd be beautiful if I painted them white and put them in my room displaying a couple of my hats. So those are both ideas that I'm kind of equally excited about. Or I could make this like a covered topiary of flowers and use that for display. I mean, there's really a lot of things I can do. So anyway, I got those. You'll have to tell me what you think, what you would like to do with them. And maybe you have a super cool idea I haven't thought about. So I got those. The next thing I got, oh, I love this. And I found all these things pretty much on like two shelves. So they probably just recently put them all out. But it seemed to me that they all kind of had the same kind of theme, and I bet you any money they came from the same person. Look at this shelf, this little shelf. It's got the little keyhole hangers in the back. I'm definitely going to hang this outside and put some small little pots on there. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. And this was $4.99 plus the discount. The next thing, I mean, I love all these things, so I'm going to be saying I love this so much for everything, is this beautiful, this is pretty heavy. It's got a mirror, and it has a space for a candle. But I thought, actually, you know how a small little, like a terracotta pot has a little hole at the bottom? I thought I could just put it on there and like maybe have something like trailing down, maybe like little flowers or something. And I thought that would also be pretty to hang outside. It'd actually be pretty to hang on one of either the posts where I have grapevines. Well, I don't know, but I love it. And this was $6.99. And it, like I said, this thing is heavy. And the little thing just folds up. The next thing that I got, this was $6.99 also. And I'm believing this was some kind of like bowl, like I'm not sure if it's specifically meant for outside or if it's just like a thing you can use inside too, but this was my idea when I saw this because I wanted to make an outdoor chandelier. So I thought I would get some chain and do it like upside down like that. I want to hang it from a tree, and I have a whole bunch of old, some of them are plastic, some of them are real crystal, from chandeliers, and I'm going to hang them from here and then have that outside. And I thought it would be so gorgeous. So originally I thought I was going to paint it. I'm undecided about that because it'd probably be pretty as it weathers this way. So I'll think about what I'm going to do with that. But that was also pretty cool. Oh, it's a little dirty. All this stuff has to be cleaned. The next I got this little shelf. This was $7.99, which, I mean, I guess compared to, you know, buying them in a store, that's a good price plus the discount. But this is this little, like a metal with the wood top shelf. That's it. I was searching for words. So yeah, I really love that. Again, I'm going to find a place to hang that outside and put some, maybe one plant or a few little plants, because I've always been just afraid to decorate outside because I don't want it looking like, I don't know, nothing against people that do that, because there is actually somebody in my neighborhood that has a bunch of flamingos, and I actually think it's really cool because they have them all outside and there's just so many of them. So I do think that's cool. It's not my personal style. I wouldn't do that. And I didn't want a lot of, I don't know, kitschy stuff out there. I wanted it to look like, to have that kind of secret garden kind of look to it. So wherever you walk around, you know, you're going to see something really pretty. So I am excited now that I set out looking for stuff like this yesterday, and I actually found it, which is rare, because you know how many times you go to the thrift store and you're like, oh, I'm looking for such and such, and you never find it. And the last thing that I got was this really pretty book called The Balcony Gardener. This was $3.99 plus the discount. It's creative ideas for small spaces. Now, I know we have Pinterest, you know, why am I buying a book? I love books. So this just had a lot of really good ideas. I don't know, I just thought the photography was really pretty. And it's funny because I had found all these things, and then I found this book and I thought, oh my gosh, what a on theme kind of thing to find. So I did get that, and I love this with all the herbs. You ever go to get a page and you can't turn it? I love this. I actually have chives on my windowsill right now. I'll show you. You can see them right out there. They're in a window box. The window's a little foggy right now because it's raining out. But yeah. Okay, so I was just yammering on for a few more minutes, and the camera, I had not pressed record. Oh yeah, so other than that, I think I showed you the book. I love the book. I'm glad I got the book. I love that little pink set. I am looking for a table and chairs myself. And I'm really just gonna go, to the best of my ability, I'm gonna go full tilt in the garden this year. Because I have realized that as much as I love sewing, and sewing is definitely my happy place, sewing is hard. And anybody that sews all the time, you know what I mean. Sewing is hard work. Sewing is very tiring, you know, to your back, to your shoulders, to your neck. It's just really, and now my battery's dying. Yeah, sewing is very tiring. And I think I need to get outside more, because that's another thing, as a natural introvert, hermit type person who loves to be inside. I also like to be outside. Now, I don't like to be outside sweating, but I figure if it's really pretty outside in my own little corner of the world, I will be hopefully a little happier to be outside, at least for a few minutes at a time. So I am working really hard in the garden, and I really want to make it nice. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this haul. I have to show you also this dress that I thrifted. No, I didn't thrift. I got it at TJ Maxx. And they had a whole bunch of stuff from Zara and Free People. And yeah, just showing you all the work that was in this. And this was like $12.99. I mean, all of the tucks, all of the lace. And you know, if you sew, especially if you sew stuff that's vintage inspired, it is so much work for like $12.99, I think it was. So I had to get it. I mean, it's a little short on me in the way that I wouldn't go out with this alone. I have it on with some corduroy flares and my slippers because it's cold. But I could wear shorts under this. Or I could also wear like another little, I have like a shorter kind of skirt I could wear, and it's just, you know, nice and loose. It's a few sizes bigger than my size, but I thought this would be good for the summer. So I wanted to share that too. And other than that, I'm going to clean these things now that I thrifted. And I am very excited once the rain stops, and perhaps in a couple of days, then I will get them put outside and I'll share that with you. Other than that, I love you. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I love you. Bye.